To properly store your apples, the most important thing is to harvest them correctly. Also, what's important for keeping your apples well is to have good crates. Usually we use wooden crates. These are standard crates. You can even make them yourself using pallets, for example. Or you can reuse fruit or vegetable crates that you find at the market. However, if you've already used these crates, you need to disinfect them thoroughly. So use at least 4 or 5 glasses of bleach for 20 to 30 liters of water. Once you've made your solution, you'll soak the crates, but before soaking them, you should wash them first. It's important to clean them well. You could also use plastic crates, which are much easier to clean. Now we're going to soak our wooden crate in the bleach solution. Make sure to disinfect it thoroughly and get it well moistened. And once the crate is well soaked, we'll rinse it a second time. There you go, now our crate is rinsed. We can now move on to picking the apples. To store your apples properly, you first need to know if they're ripe. To do this, you should twist it gently and it should come off quite easily. Now, let's take a look inside this apple. The seeds should be black. So, we cut our apple in half. There you go, the seeds are black. They should also come out easily. If the seeds are white, your apple isn't ripe enough. There's a golden rule when picking apples, pears, and fruit in general. Use a double-sided ladder to reach the outer edges of the tree, because the ripest fruits are always found there. Also, use an apron. The apron is special because it has a pocket in the front, which allows you to put the apples in the apron pocket and come down gradually in complete safety. Storing apples properly is very important. You need to place them in the crates one by one without bumping them to ensure they keep well. Arrange them so that the apples do not touch each other. That way, if one apple rots, it won't cause the others to rot as well. And then we'll place them stem side down, that is, with the blossom end facing up, the stem down, and it's the opposite for pears. Now, we're going to store these apples in a cool room. It could be in a garage or a basement, never in a cellar, because cellars are too humid, nor in an attic, since the air will be too dry. So in this case, the ideal place to store fruit is a garage or basement, unless, of course, you have a fruit storage room with a certain level of humidity. And if your garage is very dry, you can also occasionally wet the floor to rehumidify the apple. Apples are best stored at around 8 to 10 degrees Celsius. That is the ideal temperature for keeping them